The Peace of Wild Things is one of Wendell Berry's most enduring and widely loved poems, illustrating the soothing, restorative power of nature. The poem's speaker is troubled by the goings-on in the world and fears for the future safety of her family. To alleviate her anxiety, she seeks the solace of nature. She goes outside and lies down in the grass near birds and tranquil water. The wild things of the natural world don't worry about what might happen next, and instead live in the present. As Berry puts it, they do not tax their minds with forethought of grief. There, in the untamed world, the speaker finds peace in the grace of nature, and if only for a moment, she is freed from fear. This poem spoke to me on a deep and personal level. When we originally started learning the piece in Sistrum, it was early 2020, and the COVID pandemic was just beginning. Every day we were learning more and more about this mysterious virus and the speed with which it was infecting populations worldwide. All of this caused me some anxiety, as vaccines had not yet been developed, and there was so much conflicting information about how best to prevent and treat the virus. Masks and social distancing were becoming part of our national vocabulary, and by March of 2020, we were officially a nation in lockdown. With nowhere to go, and knowing that being outdoors was about the only place where we could still freely and safely move, I decided to increase my daily walks to an hour or more, and I started to spend much more time outside. As I walked alongside rivers, in forests, on city sidewalks, and on hiking paths, I began noticing more and more details: the changing seasons, the calls of the birds, the sound of the river flowing. Every time I walked, I could feel my anxiety and worries slipping away, and my spirit became more settled, and I began to feel calmer and more at ease. The Japanese referred to walking outdoors as forest bathing, and indeed, it felt as though my spirit was being bathed in the natural beauty of our world. I stopped thinking about what might happen next with the pandemic, and instead focused on what was actually happening all around me, and I'm becoming more present-oriented. In Sistrum, we perform pieces that inspire, enlighten, and uplift. During a rather bleak period of time, the Peace of Wild Things inspired, enlightened, and uplifted me, and I hope that our audience will find similar value in this piece, and it will leave them feeling comforted and at peace.
Into the